Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm back with part 5 video for building a question and answer project in Python code. In the last time we ended up showing you how can we print it out if the users are correct or incorrect by printing out something to tell the user, but now in today's video I will going to show you how can we record those score and then show up in the last part of the code. I will show you in the code. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, I'm back. In the last time we are only printed out if the person are correct or not by printing out something like you are right or you miss this one. But in today's video, after we printed out this one, we also going to print out how much question are missed and how much are correct throughout the questions. We can do that, but instead of doing that, we can just print it out in the last part of the after the while loops are ended. We can do that because it will take the terminal window will going to be filled out with those unnecessary informations. We can just print it out in the bottom. Let me show you why I mean that. Before I do that, in order to record those score, we have to create a function called score or whatever you want it to call it. But we can just call it for now score, or we can just call score, and then we can give it 0, and I will explain you why we did that. And then here let me introduce you something else here. Okay, let me create a new file here. If you do command and new, it will create a new file for you, and then you can go and I think you can change the file to Python file. I think Python. Okay. All right. Okay, whatever. We can just I will show you here by just telling you even if not printed out there, or I can just ignore this for now, and I will show you why by me. Okay, sorry, let me just okay. If you wanna do this, in shortcut, you can just select it, and then you can just command and slash, and then it will mark down those code. The reason I do that for now, to show you something else here. Okay, now as you can see here, score is 0. If we just print out the score, we can print it. We can print here and it will print it out in the terminal. You see it is 0. That's because it is 0 here. But what if we want to add something in the score? I showed this in little bit in my maths, how maths is work in Python. I believe it's called like that, the video that I made, but I will recap it, or I will explain it very well. I did not explain it well in the past video, I believe, but let me show you. If you want to add or subtract, whatever if you want to change this value, you can do. For example, let's say I want to add something, right? I can say score equal to score, and then we can do this. If we multiply here or divided or something else, we are going to change. And let me explain you here. What we are going to do here is we create another variable called score, and as you can see here, those are the same, but we are really created other value called a score, function, or I don't know, but we create score, and then we specify to be this value, and this value is here, and it is 0. I hope that makes sense. I hope you get it, this one. And then after we did that, it will going to after we did that, we can change the value by just doing something like, if you want to add something, for example, let's add 1. Okay, what we are going to do is we taken this value, this function value here, and then we added up another value 1, and then it will come 0 plus 1 will going to be 1, and then we specified 1 to be again score. I hope this explanation is makes sense. If it doesn't, I suggest you to code in your environment until you understand it, or even if it does not makes you to understand it, research. I suggest you to do that. Okay, if I run this one, we're going no more than going to score this one, because this is going to be ignored, because we create something called like this one here, so this will going to be not known anymore. And if you print it out, it will going to print out 1. See, it printed out 1. That's how it's work. And we want to add in the score while the person is answering. You see how the cycle is coming to the end. That's why we need this code. I hope that makes sense, and I will show you when I did that. Okay, before I do that, I have to remove this into code. You can just do that by doing the same thing, by just doing command and slice, and it will going to come back to the first. Okay, what we want to do is, if the persons are answered, we want to add 1 into the score, right? So if the answer is equal to this one, which means if the input and the correct answers are matched, we will going to print out this. Also, we are going to add up 1 into the score. Okay, let me show you. I will going to cut this one and paste it here. I just do 2 tab because for loop and for if loop, and that's why I do that. Then I will paste it here. Okay, as you can see here, it's asking me also this printed out 0 because I did not delete it previously, so I will going to delete this one. Then I will delete also this terminal, and then I will create another terminal by just running the terminal, and then it will ask me the question as usual. Then if I just say enter, you see at the end of the program it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't print it out because sure we're not specified the right thing, so we can just do that in the bottom, and then that's that way we can know how much score we have. And let's do that. If we can say print, then what we want to do is we want to print out score. So score, and let me delete again, and let me run this one. Then let's miss again many times. Okay, you see it printed out 0, but I mean nobody is not going to understand this what this number is stand for, right? So we can adjust something here in Python. If you want to print out something like this variable with a strings that you created, like this one with this one. If you want to print out string text message with a variable or function like this one, if you want to print it out together, we have a we have a many way to print it out. If you want, we can look up in Google if you want, but let me show you the one effective way to do that. What we are going to do is we change this into strings, and this is going to print out like score. But if we do F, and then if we surrounded this score with this bracket, this is going to be considered like a variable, and then it will going to print out. And I have explanation video for this way, this part. You can see that if you want, or you can look up in Google. I'm not going to spend my time explanation of this topic because it takes time to understand it. Okay, I will say you let's say correctly. I know I spelled it wrongly, but just that I want to say it correctly. You correctly answered, and then we can say and then we can also, as you can see here, it doesn't have any space after the last print here. After this one they don't have any new line, and we can do that before we start a strings. We can have a new line. Okay, I hope this is what's look like to create any line. Okay, let me run this one, and then let me review it. Okay, for this time I will going to write every multiple choice correctly. I'm just seeing here the answer. If you considering, I mean it is easy question, but I just Okay, to make it quick. Okay. Okay, you see, you correctly answered 10 question and it have some space. If you see the last one, it doesn't have any space, new line before it's printed out the last thing. And overall, this is what your first project is looks like. I know it is not very complex, and it is not have a big usage. I mean, it doesn't have a big usage for this thing. You can also change it, the question, whatever you want to ask, and then you can play with it if you want. And by just by just collecting equations and by just collecting the answer, and by using for loop and if loop, and I mean by using for loop and if statement, we make this project. And for first time, I hope it is good to start. It will teach you many things while you are building this project, and I hope you gain something. I hope you gain something knowledge from this, and I see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.